Hey, everybody, thanks for joining in for Part B, the commentary. So, look on the screen. This woman, I guess she would be the witness. And I found it disturbing when she said she too was the victim of domestic violence and she was in the hospital for a year. In the hospital for a year due to DV. I can't imagine. How could you be in the hospital for a year? Was it mental? Was it physical? Was it a combination? A year out of your life. And then the other thing, looking at this here, I found this interesting. So the same man, 40-year-old dust bucket, a few weeks ago, and the news could not confirm that it was the same victim. To me, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if it was the same victim. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Or he may have more than one girlfriend. But it wouldn't surprise me at all. A few weeks ago, charged with DV, a woman claimed he chased her with a vehicle and attempted to hit her 3 times. Then, after he chased her with the vehicle, attempted to hit her. That sounds intentional. 3 times. Then pulling out a gun and pointing it at her in fear for her life. Lady, if you are the same one, you are the biggest fool. You don't value yourself. You have low self-esteem. You think nothing of your life. If that is the same victim, it's time to call for a psychiatric check, a psych consult. He tried to hit you 3 times, pulling out a gun and pointing it at her. Gee, was it a water gun? In fear for her life. If this is the same woman, it's time for a psych consult. And I'm sorry to tell you, it's time for CPS to get involved. Because if this is the same woman, the fact that he is choking you, the man means to kill you. Are you, what's the matter with you? That's how I know it has to be mental. How did he get into the apartment? Was it a breaking and entering? It didn't say there was a sign of breaking and entering. The children come in and he's choking her. And the child gets a knife and stabs him multiple times. So why would the child do that? To protect you? Because the decision that you made to have that Dusty in your life. What more have the children seen? What have they been exposed to? I consider it child abuse. I really do. A man tries to run over you 3 times, pulls a gun. Again, it won't surprise me that's the same man. And if it is, it speaks volumes about the woman. I don't want to, I cannot relate to it, but I would imagine you have no self-esteem. Are you that desperate? How can a man that wants to possibly unalive you, I mean, I don't know, trying to hit a chick with a car, pulling a gun on her and pointing it at you, jeepers. What do you think that means? He wants to hurt you. He wants you dead. And you're still around. Something is wrong with your head. This is a damaged woman. But she got a man. And see, that's her choice to deal with it. But what about the children? See, they have no control. They didn't ask for it. Now her child has stabbed someone trying to protect her. I want to know, how did he get into the apartment? If it's the same man again, wouldn't surprise me if it is. If it's the same man, how did he get into the apartment? Did you let him in? Did he bust the door in? Does he have a mental hold on you that much? What you should have been doing, I don't know, common sense, is to get a gun. And see, here's the thing about it. People, they're simply for the woman. This is a decision that you make. And then you wonder why. I think the kids need to be removed from the home. Because see, there have been too many cases, where you look up, these women are letting they continue to engage with these men who are beating on them, whipping up on them, slap, and all that kind of stuff, shooting and killing them, or they'll face a near-death experience. And then you look up, the kid gets older, is a teenager, and they've been seeing that, and they love the mother. The thing is, the mother doesn't love herself enough to leave that trash alone. So then you look up, too many cases, then you got a 15, 16-year-old boy, he done got a gun, and done shot this old dust bucket. Then, I've actually seen, I couldn't believe it, seen one where the mother testified and her son with the prison. He was trying to protect me. He was beating on me, and then my son got the gun and shot him. And the kid go to prison trying to protect your behind. But she's free. That's why I think it's child abuse. There are kids who have gone to prison, young men, teenagers, protecting mama. Why? Based on the decision that she made. And that's why I think at this point, those kids should be removed from the home. I really do. You can put yourself in danger, but not the kids. Children don't ask to be here. If this is the same man, try to run you over 3 times, pull a gun on you and pointing it at you. I'm in fear for my life. If that's the same man, you got that much fear, you let the fool in again. Something is wrong with this lady. But we don't want to face that. We want to just say, oh, she's a good mother. No, she's not. I'm sorry. She's not a good mother. Does he live there? And if he lived there, oh, honey, doesn't live there, got his own place. Again, how did he get in there? How? Here's the thing about it. And that's why I feel more for the children, because she's making the decision. I guess this man is worth your life. This man wants to end you. He don't love you. He really hates you. He's using you as a punching bag, and you standing by as a willing participant. I think it's child abuse, because you're exposing your children to this. And then next thing you know, it might end up on the screen. Now the child has faced something traumatic because of mama's man. Stabbed multiple times trying to protect her. Coming home from school, gotta play Rambo. Gotta play Zorro with the sword to protect your mama because of the decision that she made. The decision that she made. And yes, she made a decision. I'm not going to pretend like, oh no. Again, how to get in there? If that's the same dude, it wouldn't surprise me if it is. Can you imagine a child having nightmares, having stabbed someone to protect his mother? The children saw it. And then the boy gets a knife and stabs him multiple times. Can you imagine? And you wonder why the kids are angry. Then you wonder why when they get out and commit certain crimes, why would a child do that? Other behavior that starts in the home. But we don't want to say that because we don't want to make parents accountable. No, we can't do that. No, can't be accountable. Behavior is learned. The mother She's not so innocent. If that's the same man, I doubt it's the first for this dude to start choking her like that and the kid to do it. I doubt it's the first time this done happened. I don't. I bet I'm willing. I would bet it wouldn't surprise me at all. This the same dude that tried to run her behind over. And see, people was like, "Oh, how could you say that?" Because you want to coddle ignorance. She's making. If that's the same chick, she's making a decision to let that man in. Try to run me over and see what happened. Which, please, fool, please. See what happened. You're not coming my way. And I will have a thing with me for protection. Okay? We're not playing this. Because I value me. I love my life. Is it perfect? Do I have everything? Everything I need. But do I have everything I want? I would like a beach house. Not a rental, you know what I'm saying? Like a beach house paid for. That would be great. And I would like to have a nonprofit. Oh yeah, I would like to have about a good $10 million so I can find other women, black women that are business owners and invest in their businesses, give them some money so they can then what? Go and hire other young black women. I would like to have a team of teachers, a team of teachers, and just have different locations. I don't care if it's like in a little shopping mall, a shopping complex, and then pick out the gifted in different areas and say, you're going to school here, tuition free, the best and brightest. Pull them out these low performing, filled with the seat of poverty public schools with the inferior education and let them have a place to excel and not be picked on. Heck, find some, get a bus, pick them up. That way, try to guarantee you're going to be safe, not having to catch a bus here, pick you up and take you there so they can excel. Have a classroom of no more than 10, one-on-one with the teachers. But I mean, I can't imagine. So that's how you know this woman doesn't value herself and her children. Because if she did, she wouldn't put herself in that position. And see, sometimes we don't want to hold women accountable. IODs are accountable. They have to be held accountable. It's a two-way street. So this child has experienced violence in the home. Don't be surprised the kid has nightmares or can't sleep at night. Then it's time to wake up and go to school. The kid doesn't want to get out of bed. Don't be surprised if the grades start falling. Why a kid can't concentrate. Have you experienced stabbing someone multiple times, possibly seeing blood, seeing your mother choked out? Most of us haven't. Hell no, nah, you crazy? Well, imagine seeing that. Could be sitting in class in school, supposed to be learning, and your mind can't grasp. Mind wandering off. He's got ADD. He doesn't pay attention. Behaviors learned in the home. What has the kid been exposed to? Where is the father? Fatherless home. You need to come and see about your kids because a mother is apparently in a very bad #DV situation. You need to come and see about your children if you're worth a darn. She has a boyfriend. That's not right. That's when a decent father should step in and come and pick up his children. Right? Not gonna happen. So this child has seen the mother choked out, and then he's stabbing her to trying to save her life. 12 years old. And the neighbor's seeing it. And she's a victim of DV herself. A year in a hospital. Lord, what happened? A year hospitalized? It makes me think. So who pays for your rent while you're in a... I guess, does someone just pack up her apartment and put in storage till she gets out and start all over again? A year of your... Let alone for it to even get to that point. A year in the hospital. Children shouldn't have to play protector. But these women, when you have low self-esteem and they are so desperate for a man, things like this happen. So desperate for a man. But hey, at least you had a boyfriend. Anyway, let me know what you all think. I think it's child abuse. This woman needs some serious counseling. I think this woman needs, besides counseling, she needs to go ahead and go to a funeral home. Yeah, start making the arrangements. Let her know. Okay, so this is the same man that tried to run you over 3 times, not one time, 3 times, and pull a gun and point at you. This is pretty much where he wants you to be. So you say you love him, you don't even love yourself because you don't know what love is. Love would not abuse you like this. You don't know what love is. You don't. You know what sex is, but you don't know what love is. Nah. You don't even know how to love your children because you're exposing you and yourself to this environment, to this degenerate dust bucket. This man wants you dead. So let's go ahead and make the funeral arrangements now. And who's going to take care of your kids? And I'm here to tell you, most people are going to be nice about it. I'm going to keep it real with you. No one is looking forward when people have their lives set. I'm going to be honest with you. Put it to these women. I'm going to tell you the truth. Your family's not going to say, I'm going to say, nobody wants to take care and raise your kids. How about that? Nobody does. Sorry to tell you that. It's like me. I don't want to raise somebody's kids. If I wanted kids, heck, I would have had them. If I wanted children, I would have had them. I didn't want to have children. Made that clear before marriage, even during the marriage. Did not want to have children. And I didn't. Me, I like my life. I'm an aunt. Yay! I do the portfolios. I got plenty of life insurance. Something happens to me, you're going to be fine financially. So some of you ladies think that I'm going to give it to you. Nobody wants to raise your kids. That's why they're your kids. People don't want their lives uprooted. But see what it is, when these things happen, they feel so bad and they feel guilty and they love the children and they love a family, especially women, black women. And they take it on. Now somebody's life is whole rearranged because of you. And how much money did you leave to raise your kids? None. Nobody wants to raise your kids. Nobody wants to finish what you started. And that's the painful reality. I told a young lady that she had, 4 kids and pregnant with 1. I just told her, what something happens to you? My mom can tell her, they're not going to tell you, but I will. Your mama don't want to raise no 4 kids, girl. You got some twins that's 2 years old. Girl, bye. Your mama in her 50s. Hell to the no. Like you doing somebody a favor. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody wants to raise your kids. They're just not going to tell you to your face, but I will. They don't. That's no surprise that they won't. And in doing so, that's a big expense. Do you have any life insurance? Might be time to get some. Because you in love with your man, a man that doesn't love you, wants to unalive you. Guess what? I would say a person like that, if you're dealing with them in a family, sometimes you got to be harsh. But people don't want to do that. Then when stuff happens, you are sitting up here with Buffy and Jody. And your whole life rearranged. There's no life insurance. Young black women, if this happens in your family, if you are young, especially with no kids, if you are young with no kids and you have a job, your own job, you going to school doing both, I'm going to tell you right now, pass it up. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you right now, pass it up. And I know that's hard to do. Meanwhile, you aware of this condoned behavior? We sure as hell can't count on the men. We already know that as a collective. Pass it up. Go find baby daddy and drop him off. Here you go. I've already seen this. And I feel bad for him. Oh my God. I've already seen it firsthand. Don't do it. Because the black community and all people, but the BC, I noticed this here. Negroes love when somebody has their life together, and especially these old salty meatballs, these old salty mammies, because your ass is sitting up here, you're unhappy. these old salty mammies, and they'll be envious of a woman, let's say 65 or 60, 57, whatever age is. When they see a woman that age, don't let one be the kids are grown and she's divorced, and Lord have mercy, she still got her career, her job, her own spot, and she happy. Watch them old mammies, they'll be jealous of somebody that's not like them. They'll see another woman that's like, oh, my daughter's and proud that's not a mammy. They'll see them and get jealous. They will also get jealous of younger women. And so when things like this happen, they want to mess up your groove. They see you. Because they probably was young and had to see the poverty real early. And some of them never had the chance to have their just their own apartment and just with no kids, for crying out loud. They see you 25, 27, she going to school, or maybe she didn't go to school, she has a good paying job, and oh my goodness, don't have no kids, or maybe just one, and you seem happy, got your life, they love to tear you down. Because you understand, you have a life they never had. A lot of them are older. They left the mama's house, got married early, and popped out a whole bunch of kids, and then was neglected by the man. He ran off crazy and all that kind of stuff. And then life was just hard. So when they see you, especially the ones that don't have any children, and you sitting up here enjoying your life, they'll see a woman their age and be angry. Oh, she was divorced, got a divorce settlement, and she's happy. Mammies are just like Dusties. They're very jealous and very envious, and they love to hurt people. They love to hurt women. So when you see that kind of thing going on, here come Big Mama. Big Mama, you the one, you saw this going on. Did you intervene with your daughter? Here, either Big Mama, go find the daddy. Because I'm telling you, I've already seen, have an experience, it's life turned upside down. Here you are, you got your life, you can sleep in the weekend. Now you got to start playing mommy and daddy. Because she chose the seed of poverty D. She chose that, I'm sorry. Well, she's not here anymore, but she made a decision when she was alive. So if you have a family member who's dealing with these kind of issues, domestic violence, it's time to have a conversation. Next time she is at the hospital, whatever, hey, how you doing? Time for a convo, because you know what's coming. These women are, you've got to be damaged psychologically. And I know how some women are. You can't tell me nothing, but guess what? You ain't finna ruin what I got going on. That's how I see it. So it's time now, if you're dealing with this kind of issue and you're involved heavily, then it's time to go ahead and get that life insurance policy set up. Mm-hmm. It's time. Because you know what's going to happen. The GoFundMe, this is so, every time you look up somebody black is dead, GoFundMe, the GoFundMe link is in the description. GoFundMe. I was thinking go fund some birth control, some common sense, some self-awareness, some self-esteem, some counseling. So yeah, this lady, if she's the same one, even if she's not, I had a person just start choking you out. I think it's been going on. I just don't think a person, there's probably, little, I think they say it kind of creeps up the DV issues of violence. And then, maybe a push or shove, then a smackdown start coming. That should be your clue. But see, me, I'm not going to deal with no smackdown. Never have, never will, hopefully. Because I'm going to let you know right then and there, a time that started happening. If that were to be me, guess what? It's going to be me and my team. A team of two. Me and 9 Mary. Me and the girls. That clip is the girls. Let's go. I can't imagine playing that game. I just cannot imagine. So yeah, we're not. Oh no, sweetie. Me and the girls. I got backup. Oh, your husband? No, I got. Oh, I don't need backup on that. I got backup. He'll probably say, "Oh, you know how she can get. I don't think it's a good idea." I got backup. Here's the thing: when you see that, it's time to go. You don't have to pull up the backup, the enforcer. And 9 Mary can, I think it can send a message, enforce it can enforce it. So why even let it get to that point? You understand? That's why I don't believe this the first time. She might be the 1 weeks ago. And if he's still around, this woman here, girl, you love that man so much, you're gonna risk your life, let him take your life. The man hates you. Try to run you over 3 times. Again, if that's the same woman, this woman is damaged mentally, needs counseling. And those kids need to be removed from the home, because having them subjected to this, to me, is child abuse. Anyway, a little bit longer than I anticipated. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on this issue. Simply said on YouTube, and I'm out. And ladies, if you're facing DV, call that number today. Get some counseling. Call that number. Get some counseling. You don't have to talk to your family members. Talk to a counselor and just let it out. You need to get some affirmations going, because you have to understand you are broken, and it's okay, but you're broken. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. It is. Today's the first day for all of us, the rest of our lives. It's okay, but you are broken. But guess what? Now is the time to fix it. I wish you well, and I'm out.